Today I'm going to give you a sample of one of the most utterly delightful accents you will ever hear. It is from the actress Anna Massey, who starred in plenty of British dramas and films, and she was pretty famous during her day.
You mean some sort of energy within his performance? I don't know.
But she had this beautiful way of speaking. I have a question for you today. She was lucky enough to meet this man. Now the thing is, how does she say his name in her cut glass RP accent? Does she say option A or option B? In the audio clip, you'll hear the answer, and I'll tell you, we'll discuss it after the clip as well. Now, Anna Massey was born in the village of Thacombe in West Sussex, which is near Horsham. And actually, I was born in Horsham, so it's like coming back to my roots too. But I'm certainly not as posh as Anna. But I have met a lot of posh people in the Horsham area, so I can verify that it is super posh. And the comedian Harry Enfield comes from Horsham too. And he is a master of accents. So let's play the recording, pay particular attention to her cut glass RP accent and the answer to my question.
We went, during the shoot, Keir took me down to have tea with Stanley Kubrick, and Kubrick was very calming to him. Kubrick was sitting in an armchair as relaxed as all get out. The conversation was, we were in a sort of cosy farmhouse. It was lovely. I just thought, what an utterly delightful human being. He was, I mean, he did have a reputation of being, a genius, and you didn't feel that you were in the presence of a huge egomania.
So, her accent features. Firstly, can you hear she's got quite a deep voice? And she has this vocal fry at the ends of sentences, so her voice goes a bit crackly. And that is certainly a feature of rather old-fashioned RP, because when you talk slowly and deeply, this happens to your voice. Have a listen.
Energy within his performance. I don't know.
Now, the next thing is, she has an amazingly tight and clipped sound to the way she says things. Notice how she says the word tea. I say tea, she says
tea with Stanley.
Did you hear the difference? Quite a big difference there. Tea, tea, tea. Like this. That's how she says it. So in answer to the question, did you hear how she pronounced it? It was in fact answer A. She says, so I've been thinking about this. Do you say Kubrick or Kubrick? I would say Kubrick, which is, I think, the more modern way. But she says Kubrick.
Kubrick. Kubrick.
Kubrick. Like this. Now, how do you say it? I'd love to know how you say the word Kubrick. Do you say it Kubrick or Kubrick? Put it in the comments below. She has the trap bath split. And she says the word calming. Calming. Ah. Okay, you've got to have this long R sound for this RP sound here.
Calming.
You hear how her ending of the word is? She says lovely, lovely. I would say lovely, lovely. There's le, I say lee at the end.
It was lovely.
Interesting, eh? She also uses this posh vocabulary, let's call it, like utterly delightful. A beautiful RP accent she has, that is for sure. Now, to summarize all of the features, let's go through them again. Number one, she has a deep vocal resonance and vocal fry. Number two, she has a very clipped sound and tight sound to all the sounds she produces, both vowels and consonants. She also says the word Kubrick, Kubrick, with a Q sound, right? Okay. She also has this sound at the ends of words like lovely, lovely, like this, not lovely, lovely. She has the trap bath split, so she has this long R sound like calming, calming. And the last one, she says all this posh vocabulary. She says things like utterly delightful. All right, so I've got a practice sentence for you here. Let's try it. Having an utterly delightful cup of tea, having an utterly delightful cup of tea with Kubrick would be lovely and calming. That's today's practice sentence. Now I hope you enjoyed this video, and I've got one more thing to say, is that being posh is not only speaking well, it's about having a good family background, and she comes from the best. Listen to this. Her godfather was none other than John Ford, the classic Hollywood film director, and her brother's godfather was none other than Noel Coward. Yes, can you imagine having that family background? That will put you in good stead in life, I imagine. Although she had to work really hard to get the role she did, the way she spoke and her family background certainly helped in getting these roles, I'm sure. Now, so all I need to do now is say see you later and stay connected. I'm John, and right here you can get a better British accent. Kubrick. Tough one, huh? Stanley Kubrick.